It's being called a historic bilateral agreement between the federal and provincial governments, with Ottawa providing Ontario $162 million over 4 years that would go towards supporting and implementing the National Action Plan to end gender-based violence in this province. It's something that service providers have been desperately calling for.
I would love to tell you that the situation is solved and that this funding will solve it. But the reality is that this is an ongoing challenge.
More than 11 million people in Canada have experienced intimate partner violence at least once. So today's announcement, a glimmer of hope for service providers.
So we're very excited.
The 10-year National Action Plan was launched last year. Now the feds have laid out 3 areas of priority for Ontario, including underserved and at-risk populations, supporting the sector and prevention efforts.
25%. Every province and territory, at least, has to be about prevention. There isn't a cookie-cutter measure here, that each province and territory will have their own plan.
But you will be checking in.
But we will be checking in.
Those check-ins will be annual to ensure provinces and territories who have full autonomy on how the funds will be used are meeting those objectives.
These supports that will be provided to about 400 transfer payment recipients. There's a lot of great partnerships that are already happening in the province of Ontario. Many great work. This will also help with some of the staffing, some of the pressures that these service providers are currently dealing with.
And service providers are depending on this help, saying this plan is a good start, but questions remain.
How is that action plan going to be measured? And what is it that we're trying to move towards? Every single week in this province, sometimes twice a week, another woman loses her life to gender-based violence.
The situation is bad.
Yeah, we are in a dire situation.
The YWCA says victims and survivors will benefit from this support, but stabilized funding is needed.
We also want to ask the question about what's next.
The YWCA and others have also called for the provincial government to follow in the footsteps of other jurisdictions like Toronto and declare gender-based and intimate partner violence an epidemic in Ontario. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.